This might be the most broken air button in Granblue, and it comes from Rising's newest DLC character, the Supreme Primarch, Sandalphon. So in Granblue vs. Rising, anti-airs do a lot of damage, especially on counter hit. You get punished pretty dang hard for jumping in this game. There's certain characters though that can stall their momentum while in the air, like say for example Percival, Zoe, Siegfried, or Yule, just to name a few. And these moves can be used to counter someone's anti-air attempt when you're jumping in on them. In each of these examples, there's usually pretty specific drawbacks. Like for Percival, Siegfried, or Yule's air stall, you can anti-air them if you just delay your attempt. When it comes to Zoe's, you can spot dodge it. The ability to hit out someone's anti-air is super dang cheap, and there's usually some proper counterplay in place, or the character that has the air stall just doesn't get that much reward. But what if I told you Sandy has something similar without much counterplay, and he even gets a full combo off it? It's not even a move, it's a single button press. While Sandy doesn't have an air stall that changes his momentum, he has something much, much better. His jumping unique has been the bane of existence to anyone who has come across it, as it stuffs out basically any anti-air approach if used properly. If you're anywhere close to them when your button hits, you can likely get a combo, which feels a bit easier on counter hit where you can more reliably get some bigger stuff like a heavy after. Regardless, it'll be combo limit scaled pretty heavily since it launches them up on hit. As you can see, that affects the combo limit a lot. Now, it can be difficult to recognize which button you can get after the jumping unique hits, so I like to try and confirm with a light since it's the fastest and then go into ultimate lunge. For someone trying to make the right decision versus jump in and anti-air you, to get punished like that is insane. I mean, Sandy literally gets half a screen worth of space and over 4k damage every time. What's even more scary about this button is compared to other similar moves, the frame data is extremely finicky depending on how your sword hits when the opponent is blocking. To name a few examples, if you hit them deep, you're advantageous. If you hit them while rising, you're stupidly negative. If you use it while rising but hit them on the way down, you'll probably still be negative, but now you'll be safe. If it hits deep on the inside, you'll be advantageous. This move still is being figured out, so I want to show you another combo I thought of that abuses the meter refund mechanic. This is crazy, but you don't even have to go for this. You can just end in the regular combo ender and still be getting 6k damage. But this is like insane. I mean, now we're going from over 4k damage to over 6k plus and unblockable. And that's just off someone trying to anti-air your jump in. This is literally just something I thought of while making the video, so imagine how people might push tech with this button in the future. So now that we've covered what makes this button so broken, what is the counterplay, even if there isn't that much? Well, this button is impossible to anti-air. As you can imagine, if the button isn't actually going to hit you, like this for example, you can still hit Sandy out. There's a little bit of finesse Sandy has to use with it for maximum consistency, because you'll want to time your button with where they're likely to anti-air, instead of just popping it as soon as you jump. For other counterplay, you can of course pop a DP to hedge your bets and just get Sandy off you, but that obviously feels pretty crappy to do because you're not getting much damage off an anti-air there. And if he ends up not using the button at all, and just blocking while in the air, you could die for not using EXDP, which is necessary to be air blocking. Another option is to just block and try to take your turn back, but that can also be pretty scary if you aren't sure whether or not he's going to be advantageous. All in all, it's Sandalphon favored rock, paper, scissors. That is what makes it so strong. I'd recommend either just blocking and trying to take your turn back, or DPing it if he's overusing the option. You can also play aggressive if he's overusing jump as an option, and just end up catching him on the way down. Okay, so hopefully we've spread some awareness about potentially the most broken air button in Granblue, and either giving you some power to bully your opponents with, or some knowledge to defend against it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and have a great time playing some Granblue. Peace.